things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mountaineers offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the side.
And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it, had to take the loss.
I tell you what, you got to love the way this defense attacks downhill. I mean, they see QB run, they pull the trigger. They're not waiting. There's not a lot of guys standing around watching, playing so fast, stringing that thing out, nowhere to go with the football. He can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That's caught. It's White. Oh, he's got some space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
To the air on first down. Skips away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Going to sling it on second down. With the catch, it's White. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. On the run, it's White. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Gallagher. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
There he goes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be He stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. They give him the rock again on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting at this squad.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back looking for help. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So TCU's offense will take the field for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
But they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. It's James. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The short hands, it's Payne. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Caught in the backfield, it's White. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown Mountaineers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose.
Oh, it's out! Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, West Virginia! And they turn it into a defensive score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on throw, and that leads to the interception.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the back. Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gonna let it fly. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. Touchdown, Horned Frog. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons they this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Gallagher. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got his man quickly. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, West Virginia.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Now they'll run the draw. Breaks the tackle. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Fighting off the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Powers through the defender. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's got him. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead.
TCU 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Norton. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The give to the left side. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard. He gets a hand on it, and it's blocked. He's got the ball, and it's live.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal block, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the gun. Got a man. It's Fleming. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Gallagher. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. It's Vaughn. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air, it's Hoover. Snagged in the middle, it's James. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Wants to go up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gives it on the option. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Mountaineers will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker, it's Vaughn. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vaughn. And into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
TCU 7.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been... off to take the touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
To the air, it's Hoover. Caught behind the line, it's Payne. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker, it's Norton. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Finding open areas. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions in.
Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle. It's James. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Easy completion on the shuffle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Touchdown, TCU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. Turns it on in midfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers have this offense rolling. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
From the gun, running back on the move. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
From the gun, the ground game. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
TCU 14.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Makes a man miss. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a third down play. He'll sneak in and try to surge forward. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
And it's a good choice because he gets it, but I think it's a good choice all the time. When you get towards midfield, you got to be aggressive. It's about scoring points. Fourth and inches, I can get inches. I've worked on this. I've practiced this. Nice job by the offense. I like the aggressiveness.
Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Got it in the middle, it's Payne. Touchdown, Hornfrogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
West Virginia, 49. TCU, 21.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. What a cut. Now he's loose. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Mountaineers are rolling down the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
The give out of the gun. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Motion from the back. Trying to keep the drive alive. And game tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the 1st. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. One more play to pad the stats. Well, look what